Hello, running YouTube. This is luisanitrans, aka Ellen25, aka LuisJM. I'm here in Somerville, New Jersey, where they've recently opened a brand new Yestercades place. Now, it used to have been in one location, which is Red Bank, but now they start to expand into another establishment right here in this small town. As you can see, it is a little bit of a bland town, but whatever the case, it's a pretty cool place, and being that they got the arcade section right here, I suppose it's a better option. So I'm just gonna give you a quick tour of this new location, see what they got, and how to roll with it. As you can see, it's pretty poppin' from left to right. Already upon entering, I already see like a DDR machine, which is in room 3, which is gonna be freaking awesome. I've been wanting to see Red Bank do this, but that's a small space, so not much. They got their foos hockey right down there. Got like a lot of memorabilia from gaming and other knickknacks from late eras. And of course, like the lamp from, like the Atari lamp, they got a Rob lamp with Nintendo memorabilia on it. Kind of cool. Then we got a little air hockey. Some checkers right here. Down there's their Atari setup, which is pretty cool. Kind of like the one in Red Bank. But they've got other cool stuff too. They got skee ball right down there with a lot of more memorabilia on the top. Got a little skee ball location with a little memorabilia right down there. And as you can see, this is a pretty big place for an arcade, much bigger than the one in Red Bank, that's for sure. This is going to take a while, so let's just get started from this end right here with that little pinball section. First thing is the Yestercades pinball, which is baseball mostly. Then we got the classic Twilight Zone. Of course, AMC's Walking Dead, one of the newer pinball lines. A new Kiss, with the 1970s Kiss pinball machine. Over here is Metallica, which is another awesome pinball machine game. Really enjoy most of it. Then we have Getaway, which is out of order right now. And over here we have Pinbox, another good classic in the making. Pro Games, which is another good one. Then we got Daddy's Hook. Based on the Peter Pan movie thing. Really cool, never see this much, but kind of awesome. Then we have the power play from Belly. Then there's Electra, which of course that too is not working out the way it is. Of course you can also tell because there's like an out of order Wreck-It Ralph sign right there. Never get tired of it. Then we got Missile Command. We're moving on to the arcades now. Classic Arkanoid. We got Capcom Bowling. Good old-fashioned door from Midway, mostly Space Invaders. The Warring Thunder. We have Neo Geo that has both NAMS 1975 and Super Baseball 2020, but I wish they would have had like more stuff here, because being that this is classic, they would have had like multi-cade Neo Geo right here. But hey, this is not this is something unavoidable. Got Sammy's Trophy Hunter from Bear Moose, which is basically one of those nature shooting games, kind of like Buck Hunter. Though I am not very fond of the whole Buck Hunter thing because it's a bit wasteful. Although they have like a zombie feature, which is awesome. And we got ourselves here the classic Soul Calibur game, which I gotta say, graphics aside, this is kind of awesome. I have this for the Xbox 360 arcade, and of course, wish I would have like the computer because I have 2, 4, and like 2. I have 2, 4, and 5, but 3 they don't have it for the 360, which basically starts on my account. So I can't complain. And right here they got a little snacking area for you to have something to eat, which is really awesome. A nice little pool game right here. Then we have Dungeons & Dragons, The Tower of Doom, a new arcade game I've never seen before. This is kind of like that little D&D type board games, only in a digital format. I mean, I never played that type of game before because, well, let's face it, it is a little boring at times, so I can't complain. But hey, I've seen a Gravity Falls episode of Dungeons, More Dungeons, and it does make fun of the whole board game thing. So whatever. We got the classic Mr. Pac-Man. Then over here we got Asteroids. Another good classic. Zaxxon, which is a really good game. Mr. Doom. We have the classic Super Mario Brothers, even though it's just I got the one from the NES, they always have an arcade version of it. Here's Phoenix. Of course you never see much of gameplay because everything's just like push button. Everything is free play, by the way, so it's just like the one in Red Bank, only a much larger scale. Here's the ever popular Battle Zone with the vector graphic game. Really cool. Another one, Track and Field. And then we have the ever difficult Defender. I played this game before for the 360 when they have that Atari gaming library. And you have to get achievements for Universe. Get the achievements for the Quad-Con Club. For getting saving astronauts, which is a bit of a bitch, but once you get used to it, you got to have an idea what you're doing. Now this is a bit of a shocker right here. We got here the E-Raid, which is one of those newer games, which is kind of strange when you think about it, but I suppose it's a better option to play around with. After all, you have like a lot of new games together. So why not? Why not add some new games for your younger demographic? We have another classic of Mortal Kombat 2. Here's Spy Hunter, which of course this one is out of order as well. Kind of sucks to see a lot of games going out of order. Robotron 2084, which has the awesome layback. Of course, I think could be the lighting, but yeah, I think that looks awesome. It'll be pretty cool. Then we have Donkey Kong Jr., which instead of playing Mario, you play Donkey Kong Jr. King Kong from Mario. Kind of a crazy game, but I suppose it's a very fun one at that. I mean, most of the scenes came straight from when I was playing the Donkey Kong for the Game Boy. Kind of comes straight from the DK Jr. thing. So, at least it's kind of fun. Then we got Asteroids Deluxe, a sequel to the Asteroids, or a prequel, depending on what you're thinking about. Then we have Pango from Sega, which is basically Dolphin game, only it's than just the usual. But hey, it's nice to have Sega doing arcade games for a little bit until it's kind of fails miserably. But hey, whatever, it's a good game. Over here we have Millipede. Honestly, taking out this is sort of Centipede, but it depends on whether that's the sequel or prequel, depending on what's going on. Of course, Nintendo's on Popeye. And over here is the Versus Duck Hunt, which is mostly shooting based with the classic gun right here. I have the Duck Hunt for the NES, but it does feel like NES is superior to arcade games because it's not easy trying to get the targets this way. We got the classic off-road, which is kind of cool. Mostly racing through the dirt. Very awesome. We got more air hockey over here. Then over here we got the Pac-Man Plus, which is like a mini arcade, only it has like a quote-unquote... Let me see if this is the same thing. Yeah, this is pretty much the same thing, only this time it's more miniature size. It's basically Pac-Man, but at a smaller scale. Oh, I never seen that before. Looks like they turned to apples. That's a little weird. Whatever. At least it's pretty fun. Next we have Golden Tee for complete. I don't know what that means, but it's mostly Golden Simulator, which I'm not enjoyable. The enjoyable part. Then we have Police Trainer out of order as well, as you can tell by the sign. Always like that Wreck-It Ralph sign. Killer Instinct from Nintendo and Rare. Of course, this is supposed to be a Mortal Kombat clone because they want to get in on the whole fighting action. And even though this is Rare Software, the same people responsible for the Donkey Kong games, it's obvious they're trying to cash in. But hey, they try, and it works on sometimes. Then we have Virtual Fighter. Basically one of the original 3D games, and as you can see by the 3D graphics, it never ages well on some occasions. But whatever, it's fun. Over here we have Madden Football, one of those late 90s games, which, I don't know, not much of a fun time. It's really weird. Oh, then we have the original Time Crisis. I never see this one much anymore. And this is like the first Time Crisis game from the Time Crisis series. The latest one is now Time Crisis 5. I really enjoy it, but I think there's some issues regarding the shooting mechanics. I tried to play it before as well, but it just feels weird. But hey, at least it's the start of a good game, if it tends to act up. Then we got Defender Stargate, which is kind of cool. It's basically a sequel, but it's a pretty cool type of sequel. Karate Champ, which is just a fighting game where you're just playing like one specific player. Kind of weird, yes, but well, I suppose it is kind of cool. Then we got the APB. Basically, it's cops and robbers thing you chase around, but it does tend to act up on its own because the driving mechanics is a little wumpy. What are you gonna do? It's nothing. That's very unavoidable. Of course, we got Cracks, where the retro gaming community usually play. I think it was Retro Battle or something. I don't know. I had their account on YouTube, but they never updated much for the past couple of years. I guess they either gave up on it or something. I don't know. Whatever the case, it was a good game. This is a really good one. This is called Sunset Riders. I think I've seen this before in the Burger King a long time ago, but this is basically a scrolling fighting game. But instead of using fists, you use guns, which is really kind of awesome. I think this is a very good refresher from the other gaming community. But I guess it does have its tendencies. You might as well have to play it yourself if you find it, but it is enjoyable. Then we've got this interesting pinball machine called X's and O's. I think this is mostly tic-tac-toe, but in a more prehistoric setting, by the looks of things. Or maybe it's not prehistoric. I think it's a bit more historical based, because I see like Roman times and cowboys and space. A little weird, I suppose, but what are you gonna do? So now over here we got gauntlets. I played the, which of course I played the game for the Midway arcade library for Xbox 360. Another bitch because you have to get like an achievement to survive all the way up to the levels. There's always ways in getting up to levels, but they never really give you much detail. You have to go on YouTube to figure out a way in getting to secret exits. Other than that, I think it's cool. Next up is Donkey Kong 3, or another one of those sequel Donkey Kong games, only those are a little iffy. And over here is Super Duel, which is another vector graph game. So it kind of reminds you of the asteroids thing, but it does have its weaknesses by the looks of things. Then we have Gyrus. Really awesome. Of course, that too is an asteroid thing, only it spins around in the center. Okay, so let's continue on with the rest of the stuff. So I'm hoping to have everything taken care of. We got some good old-fashioned foos soccer. Then over here is a baby Pac-Man that has a combination of an arcade and a pinball, which I like. I haven't really seen that much of these types of games. You've got one from Pac-Man, Mr. Baby Pac-Man, and another from quote-unquote Grandma Gator type game. Next up, Scramble, which is yeah, it does look like it's another asteroids, but I don't know. Let me see. How do you get this critical? Oh, this is one of those. Oh yeah, I remember now. This is mostly scrolling shooter. Okay. Then we have Tekken 3, one of the Tekken classics, one of the great ones actually before they messed it up along the way. But hey, I don't have a problem with it. At least it's enjoyable to play. Sega's Outrun, which is by far the greatest racing game. Well, I don't think you can call it a racing game because racing games usually have like opponent versus opponent, but this one you have to take care of driving all the way around just to treat your girlfriend nicely. And we got Terminator 2 Judgment Day, another great classic. It is way before the quote-unquote Terminator Salvation, which is still out for some reason, but it's very fun. Then we got Miss Pac-Man in a cocktail cabinet. You don't see cocktail cabinets anymore, but whatever. Moving on ahead, we have the classic Dig Dug. It's kind of cool. Then we got Crystal Castles for Atari. I don't know what the purpose of this game is. It's very weird. Then we got the Revolution X, starring Aerosmith. Another great shoot 'em up. Really awesome shoot 'em up, actually. And why not? You can't have an classic arcade place without a Super Mario Brothers thing. It's amazing how Mario evolved over the years. Started out as an arcade such as this, and Donkey Kong, and then moved up to being a Donkey Kong Super Mario's Maker, which is kind of weird for me at first, but whatever, it has its moments. And I enjoy the where Markiplier jacks up to try to play it and get rage quit all over the bitch. Yeah, Mario Maker has a ton of what the fuck levels. Let's move on ahead. got another awesome game, which is Chosen Time, which I have for the SNES, which is really awesome. Wish I could see more of these. I mean, I beat this game myself and with my cousin Robert on many occasions for the SNES. Never really get to the actual game, but whatever, it's enjoyable. I play it a lot and very fun. Next up we have Altered Beasts. Mostly scrolling fighter. But an awesome scrolling fighter nonetheless. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, of course that's broken. Then we have Maximum Force, and a shooter I really like. And we have Axeman with a smaller cabinet. I remember they used to have like a large, wider cabinet with a wide screen and everything. But smaller cabinets are easy to manage. While smaller cabinets easy to manage, widescreen gives you the whole fight left and right. And it's really awesome to play around in. Definite plus. We have the cold beer, little pong thing, whatever. Really cool. Punch Out, the first ever two-way cabinet from Nintendo. It's really awesome. Classic Tetris game. Which I think people haven't even fixed yet, so I don't understand why. Here we have the Street Fighter 2, which is the original and not the actual Street Fighter Championship or Turbo, whatever. I remember watching a Gravity Falls episode from YouTube called Fighter's Fight or something, which features a Ryu type character beating up, going crazy in a small town, beating up beating main protagonists up, which is pretty kind of cool to see, like game tropes here and there. But it's a definite recommendation when you play around with it. So, yeah, kudos to Fighters Fight Gravity Falls for making fun of the video game franchise, but in a very good way. So, next up is Tempest, another Vector Graphics video game. Double Dragon, another cool game. And then we have here Golden Axe, which is another one of those scrolling fighters and a really cool one. This is where Sega always has its thing with fighting along. And nearing the end, we have Centipede, which is a sequel to Millipede, or is a prequel. It depends on what you do. The ever classic Tron, which is awesome. I wish they would have had like more Tron uprising in the future, but hey, whatever. At least it's easy to know. At least it's fun to see a game like this. And we got the classic Galaga, which has the most strangest of controls, by the way. And of course, classic Donkey Kong. Burger Time. Frogger. And the Space Avengers with the good old-fashioned background. And of course, completing it, you have like multiple stations for arcade gaming, whether it be for SNES, NES, PlayStation, Xbox, pretty much mostly every gaming community out there. I can see people playing Smash Brothers, playing Wii Sports, Grand Theft Auto 5, Call of Duty, and Super Mario World. So, yeah, I think it's kind of fun. So, that's pretty much it with this game, with the area. I've got to admit, this is the coolest place out there. Way bigger than the one in Ring Bank, I can assure you. Though I think they're missing like a couple extra games, like say for example the Wreck-It Ralph, and maybe add some Pong to the mix. But other than those types of complaints, at least it's a very fun place. So if you're if you're going to go to Somerville and you want to know where the Yestercades is, go online and check it out for yourself. I'm pretty sure you'll find all of these games very enjoyable and fun to play around in. So that's it for the arcade tour. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you on the flip side. #, where are the good cartoons?